Congratulations, Melinda, who's getting married in July. She's a dear friend of my daughter's, and in fact, she was Jessica's maid of honor. So I'm going to dedicate this little tutorial to her and show her basic of what I would do for a basic bridal makeup look. I am no makeup professional artist or anything, but I did make up the girls for Jessica's wedding 2 years ago. Melinda emailed me that she had to do her own makeup, so I thought I'd send her some tips. I emailed her a few items that I thought she could get at the drugstore that would work perfectly, and a few of them I have here, some I don't. And anyway, let's get started. I've already done my foundation. She does a beautiful job of her foundation. She has beautiful skin. She's blonde, has pale skin, no pores. She's really cute, you guys. All right, so just to show you what I have on, everything rolls away from me as I reach for it. I put on a primer of the L'Oreal Studio Secrets. I'm still using up. It's a great one. I've got big pores, so I just take a little bit and rub it on the T-zone, fill in the pores. Then I used my sample, the NARS Tinted Moisturizer, which is pretty good coverage, and my color was Alaska. For concealer, I don't know, Melinda, if you've got any, dark circles, especially if you can't sleep the night before. I got the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser, and this one is in the Brighten Illuminate, and I just kind of push it into the corner there and dot it down here. You can just use your finger and pat it in, or you can use a little domed brush. This is one of the Sonia Kashuk's that I had talked about to you to get at Target. I forgot a mirror. Well, we'll just use a little mirror. Okay, since we're doing face, I'll go ahead. I told her two blushes to get, and so I'm going to imitate them with this NARS Orgasm. I told her to get the CoverGirl Glow Something, and the Physician's Formula Glow Something, Rosy Glow, I think. Anyway, I learned that from Prissy and Pink. Oh, I did bring a brush. Hooray. So, just dab your brush in there, smile, find the apples of your cheeks, and then you just, put on what you like. If you put it on first, I put it on kind of light, do my eyes, and then see if it needs more. And Melinda, you're going to need a little more makeup than you think you want on, because A, it's going to wear off. B, for photographs, for it to show up, you need more. Because I'm going to put it on a little clownish in this video, and you're going to see how you really don't hardly see it. So this is about what I would wear normally, but for the interest of photography is put on more. All right, so I'm going to go with that for right now, and then I might have to come back to it. From Target, they're the Sonia Kashuk's. They're not a whole lot of money. Or you could look for this type in the e.l.f. brushes in Target, or the domed brush, which you can use for blending, the little flat shader brush for patting on your color, and I brought out two different liner brushes. I don't know, it's going to depend on what you feel comfortable with. Be sure you practice this a whole bunch of times before your big day. Okay, so and the two eyeshadows that I suggested to her are Wet n Wild's Silent Treatment, which is this one, or Walking on Eggshells, which is this one. And I know she's going to choose this one because she doesn't like a whole lot of makeup. And these are beautiful colors. And if you choose this one, you can use this color as a highlight on your cheekbones. And if you choose this one, I'll do one eye in one and one eye in the other. And this is the Silent Treatment. And well, you probably could use that as a highlighter too on your cheekbones. It's a little pinkier. Okay, so I'm going to get my little flat shader brush, and where it says eyelid, crease, and brow bone colors, it's exactly what you do. So I'm going to dab this into my brush, and ignore the little what do you call them? So, ignore the little applicators that come with the kit, because they're not much good. So, okay, so I'm just going to pat that on my eye, And sorry, my eyes are old, and so I'm gonna get a little more. So I have like hooded eyes and creepy eyes and stuff, so pretend they're like, you know, a young person's beautiful eyelids. So there's that. Okay, now I'm gonna go to the other one. I'll do them at the same. I'm gonna just flip this over and use the other side. And where it says eyelid, got that on my brush, and I'm just gonna pat on. This one's gonna be the walking on eggshells side. And see, it's a lot lighter. The other colors, even though you're afraid of them, will show up beautifully on a photograph. And Melinda, I want to see some portraits of you. I don't want you running off and going, I don't want my picture taken. I hate those brides. Okay, now I'm going to take the domed brush. And in the interest of I'm not using very many brushes, I'm going to go into the lightest color, which will be the brow bone. And I'm going to use my clean brush, and I'm going to just pat some on. And while I'm remembering and it's clean, I'm going to use it for a highlighter. So I'm just going to dab it there. And if you want, you can do it on the tip of your nose and on your cupid's bow, just above your pigmented part of your lips. And you won't be able to see it, but it's going to give you, in certain light, a beautiful glow. So be sure you put enough there, but you just go where the light would hit, and right there. Okay, then I'm going to flip it over and do the same thing with the eggshell one. And I'm going to go on my brow bone. And see, that one shows up better than that color, the pink color. And I'm going to go down my nose again and on the cupid's bow. And you can just blend, you know, until you know what looks good. Just take your fingers and blend a little bit. You know, you're an artist, right? Okay, now I will move into the crease color. The Walking on Eggshells is a lighter color, so I'm going to use that first with this brush. And I'm going to go into what's called an outer V. So I go out, and then I make a V into the crease. And your skin isn't going to take off and travel with the brush. Oh, I think you're really going to like, I know you're going to probably buy this one. This one is so pretty. They're both so pretty. So you just keep blending into the crease, and you open your eye. I have to open my eye and look and see if you can still see the color, because mine are so hooded. If I go low, you won't see this color at all. Now be sure, Melinda, you put on enough color. So I wish I was there to make you up. We would have fun. I had so much fun making you up on Jessica's day. Okay, now I'm going to go into that dark color. It's really pigmented and dark, so I just dabbed once. And I'm going to do the V thing again. And it barely shows, so I'm going to dab one more time. And if I think it's going to be really dark, I stay right here, and then I bring it across. So that, you know, you don't scare yourself. And I know Melinda's going, oh my God, that's too dark already. But you're just going to blend. And what you can also do, because you're just only using a few brushes, take your, okay, I'm going to do it with the Walking on Eggshells. Take your flat shader brush again, dip the tip of it into the color, and now you're going to bring it around underneath. And so you open your eye, and you stay real close to the lashes, and start out at the outer edge, because the darker color will be out there. And now I'm going to do it with this other eye. I just dipped it in. And so here's the darkest part. It's going to go in, and then I'm just going to drag it in and blend. And you can take your finger without the hair stuck and, you know, take the excess, put it on that part. And then you're going to take your blender brush and you just blend the heck out of everything. And that's the key to having it really beautiful. You can also take this outer V color and bring it in a little more. Sometimes I like that better than just, you know, too stark on the outside. And when you open your eyes, it's nice. Now let's see, I'm going to get a little more of this brown color, because it doesn't hardly show up at all. Now for me to see this, I almost have a smoky eye, but on the camera, especially if I'm back here, not so much. It just looks it looks done. And you want to look a little done and pretty. Are you wearing a white long dress? I don't know what you're wearing. And so, but you do want to look fancy, because this is your big day. And it's fun to feel you know, makeup's just for fun. Well, so's the wedding party. Have a good time. And I want you to dance too, Melinda. Jessica, she disappeared when the dancing started. Okay, so there's either eye. I better keep moving. So I'm done with these little palettes. Then I'm going to take my Wet n Wild Color Icon Brow and Liner Pencil. This was like 99 cents, I think. I think you can get it for 99 cents. I think I probably got it for $1.99 on the island. And just do, she's so pale. Melinda, you need to do your eyebrows. And I did yours for Jessica's, so don't go, oh, I can't do that. See, I'm really giving it to you, aren't I? I have to get you to, it's like Vogue magazine. They show you the real crazy stuff so that you'll do it just a little bit. So you just pencil in, and you can go from a distance and look, and you can take your finger and blend, or if you have a little eyebrow brush or an old mascara brush that's clean, you can brush your eyebrows, which is always good. I don't know how this is going to work. Maybe I can do it with one hand. This is, let me show you. This is the Physician's Formula 2-in-1 Eye and Lash Booster. The reason I told you about it is, you know, you won't care if it makes your eyelashes grow, but it has a very fine point. It's a liquid, but a very fine point. And I also told you you could use the L'Oreal Liner Intense or something. And just make a thin line along your lashes, and you can kind of flick it up a little bit at the end. And see, it just makes your eyes a little more defined. I don't remember if you wore eyeliner on your own or not, but I think a brown would be really pretty on you because your skin and your hair are so light. Well, that's not bad for a weensy mirror. Oh, until I did that. And if you make a mistake, just make it thicker. And if you make a huge mistake, like you blink and it goes up, then quick, take a Q-tip, you can dip it off. You can always go back with your eyeshadow brush and pat on more color and smooth it out. You can always fix your mistakes. Alrighty. Now it's time. I don't know if you have an eyelash curler or not. If you do, use it. If you don't worry about it. But if you curl your lashes, you'll see them going across that paler color on your lid, and so it emphasizes them. And you know, you hold it on there and you should count to 10 or something. I'm not real good at that, but so curl. Now this isn't any eye mascara you're going to use. I'm just using what I have open because you're supposed to use them, you know, in 6 months or thereabouts. They tell you less, but anyway. So you take your mascara, and I'm sure you know how to do that, which I'm not very good at with this kind of, I hope I'm not holding my little mirror in your way. But you're going to see lashes appear against, you know, light against dark, like I said one time about this artist that gave me lessons once. You do light against dark, and so the light is showing behind the eyelashes, and it's giving them more emphasis because they're dark. And do the underneaths, especially, yeah, you always do the underneaths. And I would skip doing a black waterline or anything, and I don't know if you even know what that is, but that's when you take an eyeliner pencil and you go on the waterline. You know, all the crying and all that business is just going to run, so don't do that. Next, I'm going to check and see if I like enough blush, and I think I want more, just cause. And I think I want it on both sides, so I'm just going to go like that. That looks better. You know, and you can take it and go down on your neck with what's left on your brush. You can bring it up on your forehead, and it just kind of frames your face. Do like a 3 or an E, whichever side this camera is doing. All right, I'm going to get this off of my lap, and we're going to do lipstick. And I brought the 3, I think I named them all to you. I brought out Softsilver Red, which I know you're going to panic about because there's a little bit of color. It would be beautiful on you, Melinda. And I also brought out Pink in the Afternoon, and I've been wearing that in a lot of my lately videos. So I'm put on the Softsilver Red, or you can use Softsilver Rose. That would be pretty too if you can't find this one. And, well, it's darker than I thought, but it would still, I'm just thinking what she's going to do. She's going to panic at this color. All right, I know you're not going to buy that. It would be absolutely stunning on you, but I know you're afraid of makeup. I don't know if you have a gloss, and gloss color doesn't really matter. It just makes it glossy. And you'll want it for pictures. You won't want it for the ceremony, probably because you're going to get gloss all over your new husband. So this is Pink in the Afternoon, number 415. And it just goes on like that. Of course, I would like to see you in more color, but that's just me, who's an artist, right? So there's Pink in the Afternoon. I just grabbed a lip gloss that I'm trying to use up that never ends, but it's just a pink one. It looks really bright, but every time you do a gloss, even if it has that much pigment to it, it barely ever shows. So who does a good gloss? Oh, I like the Neutrogena glosses if you go to the drugstore. And it just adds a little more dimension and shine to it. And then you kiss him, and you kiss him on the cheek, and tell the photographer, get a picture of the lipstick mark on his cheek. I wish I was there to photograph it, but then I wouldn't be able to watch it either. But so here is the silent treatment side. Here is the walking on eggshells side. I hope that helped. Let me get up close again. Old lady eyes. And cheeks, you know, have the corally cheeks. I hope you have a wonderful time at your wedding. I will be thinking of you on your day, wishing I could be there. And come up and visit us. We have the little house. See you later. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching, everybody.